Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a really important topic you'll hear about all the time if you're interested in Korea: population change. You know, this is perfect if you're studying for the topic exam, or even if you just want to keep up with the news. We're going to break down the exact vocabulary and grammar you need, so let's get right into it. First things first, a nice warm hello. 안녕하세요. Okay, with that, we are officially ready to begin our lesson. So, what's our game plan for today? Well, we'll kick things off with a quick introduction to the topic. Then, we'll build up our essential vocabulary and learn some key grammar patterns. After that, we'll put it all to the test with some reading and writing practice. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a review of all the sentences we've learned. Sound good? Let's go. Our topic is 인구 변화, which means population change. And trust me, this is a massive topic of conversation in Korea right now, so understanding how to talk about it is a really useful skill to have. Okay, let's start by stocking up our toolkit with 7 essential words. First up are 2 main nouns: 인구 for population and 변화 for change. Got it? Next, a pair of verbs that are total opposites: 증가하다, which is to increase, and 감소하다, to decrease. Then we have 나타나다, meaning to appear or to show. This one's perfect when you're talking about data. And finally, 2 really crucial terms for this subject: 노인, which means the elderly, and 저출산 for low birth rate. Seriously, get these words down and you are well on your way. All right, now that we have our vocabulary, we need let's call it the glue, to stick these words together into actual meaningful sentences. That means it's grammar time. Our first pattern is 는 반면에. Now, this one is your absolute go-to when you want to connect 2 ideas that contrast with each other. Think of it like saying while or on the other hand in English. It is perfect for comparing trends, especially when one thing's going up and another thing is going down. Let's see how it works in a real sentence. Listen closely. 유소년 인구는 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 증가했다. Okay, now let's say it again, but this time nice and slow. Ready? 유소년 인구는 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 증가했다. One more time, slowly. 유소년 인구는 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 증가했다. So, what does it mean? It translates to: the youth population decreased while the elderly population increased. See? A perfect contrast. Now for our second pattern, 으로 나타났다. This is a huge one, especially for more formal writing or speaking. You'll use this when you want to report data or the results of a survey in a really objective way. It kind of has the feel of it appeared that or the results showed that. Here's a great example. 인구가 크게 증가한 것으로 나타났다. Let's break that down nice and slow. Ready? 인구가 크게 증가한 것으로 나타났다. Let's do that one more time, slowly. 인구가 크게 증가한 것으로 나타났다. And this means it was shown that the population increased significantly. It just sounds very professional, right? A great way to present a finding. Okay, so we've got the vocabulary, we've got the grammar, we have all the building blocks. Now it's time to actually start building something. Let's put it all into practice. So we're going to read a short paragraph together, one sentence at a time. This text talks about a very real issue facing Korea today. As the sentences pop up on the screen, try your best to read along with me. Here we go. First sentence. 한국 사회의 가장 큰 문제는 저출산입니다. Okay, let's go over that slowly 3 times. Ready? 한국 사회의 가장 큰 문제는 저출산입니다. Again. 한국 사회의 가장 큰 문제는 저출산입니다. Last time. 한국 사회의 가장 큰 문제는 저출산입니다. Okay, this next sentence uses that first grammar pattern we just learned. Listen. 출산율은 계속 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 빠르게 증가하고 있습니다. Now, let's break it down slowly 3 times. 출산율은 계속 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 빠르게 증가하고 있습니다. Again. 출산율은 계속 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 빠르게 증가하고 있습니다. One more time. 출산율은 계속 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 빠르게 증가하고 있습니다. And here's the final sentence. 정부는 이 문제를 해결하기 위해 노력하고 있습니다. All right, let's do it slowly, 3 times together. 정부는 이 문제를 해결하기 위해 노력하고 있습니다. Again, 정부는 이 문제를 해결하기 위해 노력하고 있습니다. Last one. 정부는 이 문제를 해결하기 위해 노력하고 있습니다. So if we put all of that together, the paragraph means the biggest problem in Korean society is the low birth rate. While the birth rate continues to decrease, the elderly population is increasing rapidly. The government is trying to solve this problem. You did an awesome job on the reading. Now let's switch gears a little bit and try some writing. Imagine you're taking a test and you're given a graph and told to describe the trend. This is a super common test on Korean proficiency tests. So take a look at this chart. What are we seeing? It's a bar chart showing the percentage of the elderly population. Back in 2010, it was at 10%, but by 2023, it's jumped up to 18%. Our task is to describe this change and give a reason why. Now, don't worry, there's a simple 3-step formula for a perfect answer. Step 1 is the introduction. I'll read it slowly, 3 times. 인구, 연구소에서 노인 인구 변화에 대해 조사하였다. Again, 인구, 연구소에서 노인 인구 변화에 대해 조사하였다. Last time. 인구, 연구소에서 노인 인구 변화에 대해 조사하였다. This just means the Population Research Institute investigated the change in the elderly population. Easy. Step 2 is describing the data, and we'll use our grammar pattern here. Ready? 3 times slowly. 노인 인구 비율을 살펴보면 2010년 10%에서 2023년 18%로 증가한 것으로 나타났다. Again, 노인 인구 비율을 살펴보면 2010년 10%에서 2023년 18%로 증가한 것으로 나타났다. And again, 노인 인구 비율을 살펴보면 2010년 10%에서 2023년 18%로 증가한 것으로 나타났다. This translates to looking at the elderly population ratio. It appeared that it increased from 10% in 2010 to 18% in 2023. And finally, step 3, state the cause. 3 times slowly. 그 원인은 의료 기술이 발달했기 때문이다. Again, 그 원인은 의료 기술이 발달했기 때문이다. Last time. 그 원인은 의료 기술이 발달했기 때문이다. Which means the reason is that medical technology has developed. See? Simple and so effective. Whew, we have covered so much today. Before we finish up, let's do a really quick review of all the key sentences we learned, just to make sure everything really sticks in your mind. Okay, for this final part, I'm going to read each sentence on this list slowly, 2 times. Your job is just to listen, absorb, and maybe even try to repeat after me. Here we go. 유소년 인구는 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 증가했다. 유소년 인구는 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 증가했다. 인구가 크게 증가한 것으로 나타났다. 인구가 크게 증가한 것으로 나타났다. 한국 사회의 가장 큰 문제는 저출산입니다. 한국 사회의 가장 큰 문제는 저출산입니다. 출산율은 계속 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 빠르게 증가하고 있습니다. 출산율은 계속 감소하는 반면에 노인 인구는 빠르게 증가하고 있습니다. 인구연구소에서 노인 인구 변화에 대해 조사하였다. 인구연구소에서 노인 인구 변화에 대해 조사하였다. 노인 인구 비율을 살펴보면 2010년 10%에서 2023년 18%로 증가한 것으로 나타났다. 노인 인구 비율을 살펴보면 2010년 10%에서 2023년 18%로 증가한 것으로 나타났다. 그 원인은 의료기술이 발달했기 때문이다. 그 원인은 의료기술이 발달했기 때문이다. Fantastic work! Honestly, if you feel comfortable with these sentences, you have made some huge progress today. And that is a wrap on how to discuss population change in Korean. You now have the core vocabulary, the grammar, and the sentence structures to really talk about this topic with confidence. Keep practicing, and thank you so much for learning with me today. 다음에 또 만나요.